Hello learners, welcome to another video of English language. And you know what? This video is going to be very interesting because it's on my favorite topic. I love traveling. I hope you all also love traveling. Now, tell me, do people share their experiences of travel with others? Try to recollect your last journey and tell me, did you talk to your friends or relatives or neighbors about your journey? And how did you share your experience? Did you talk to them or did you share your photographs? Or did you call them or write letters describing your journey? Now the question arises, why is it important to do so? First thing is, people want to know how you enjoyed, what all you saw. So it's important to share your experiences. And it's easy to share with your friends. But if I tell you, you have to share your experience with masses, how would you do that? The answer to this question is travelogues. Now, what are travelogues? Travelogues are personal stories about people's adventures and journeys. So, whenever people go to certain places, they prepare travelogues. Now, why are travelogues important? As we discussed earlier, travelogues, they let us see and experience different places, cultures, through someone else's lens. By sitting at home, we get to know about a particular place. Also, this allows us to expand our understanding of the world around us. And last but not the least, travelogues help develop our curiosity to explore new places. There are many places where we have not gone, but other people do go to those places, and we would love to go to those places only if we know that they exist and what are the beautiful elements of that place. So that is why the travelogues. So now, what are the basic elements of a good travelogue? Every travelogue has these basic 4 elements. What are they? It should have a unique story. Also, it should be given in first-person narrative. They should have minute details about the place they are describing. And it should have a true portrayal of the place. It should not be fictitious. Now, let us study these 4 elements in detail. A unique story. Travelogues are stories of travel that should have a beginning, middle, and end. They can cover the entire journey or just a part of it. For example, if a travelogue starts by describing an amazing beach but ends before reaching it, the reader may feel the story is incomplete. The second point is first-person narrative. Travelogues are personal accounts of a journey. To retain this personal touch, use a first-person narrative with phrases like I saw, I felt, my experience was, etc. This makes readers feel part of the experience. The next element is minute details. A good travelogue pays attention to minute details of attractions of the place. It highlights what makes this specific travel unique and provides the audience with the desire to want to visit the place. Authors include opinions, tips, and vivid descriptions to provide deep insights into the destination. And the next is true portrayal of the place. Travelogue authors treat places and people with respect. Even if they had an unpleasant experience, they don't use that one instance as a reason to demean the entire place. Different places have different cultures and traditions, and it is important to be respectful of that in your travelogue. Okay, now I hope you have understood all the 4 elements of a good travelogue. Now the next question that arises is, how does a travelogue look like? A travelogue can be a video, an audio, or a write-up. And the mode of communication can be a vlog, documentary, audiobook, podcast, essay, blog, or even a book. Now come, let's listen to a travelogue and enjoy the journey.
A trip to Aleppo, the Venice of the East. Located on the tranquil backwaters of Kerala, Aleppo beckons with its fascinating houseboats and pristine beaches. An unexpected project provided me the opportunity to explore this magical land and earn a quick buck. This trip was a journey of 2 major firsts. I had never ventured into Kerala before, nor had I traveled solo. As I boarded the train from Chennai Egmore station, anticipation filled the dry air. Upon arrival the next morning, I was greeted with the fresh aroma of coffee from a tiny stall on the platform. After a refreshing cup, I made my way to the taxi stand. The commute from the station to the lodge exceeded my expectations. The serene beauty of lush paddy fields stretched across the horizon, a balm for my tired eyes. At the lodge, the host showed me to my room. Before I could express gratitude, my belly growled loudly. Soon, I was seated at a table in the mess, where the host served spicy fish curry with a soft pancake-like dish called appam. The crispy edges and fluffy core of the appam, combined with the tangy curry, danced on my palate. That evening, I focused on preparing my interview questions for the project. I needed to be ready by 7 a.m. for my meeting with Mrs. Cherian, who had been operating 2 houseboats for the past 28 years. I imagined her as short, portly, with semi-grey hair tucked away in a braid, based on her voice over the phone. The next morning, I was surprised to see a tall lady with fire-red henna hair waving at me from one of the houseboats. Once we were seated in the tiny room on the deck, the houseboat glided effortlessly on the waterways. I began my interview, asking her about how she got started in the business. Mrs. Cherian shared that her father, a carpenter, initially started the business. He supplied wooden planks made from Anjali tree bark to a friend who built houseboats. Eventually, her father began building his own houseboat with a small group of craftsmen. After he passed away, she hired a team to build a second houseboat, adding modern amenities. I smiled as she described the distinct charm of the old houseboat, made with locally sourced materials and a palm leaf roof, compared to the newer one made with wood and fiberglass and equipped with Wi-Fi. As we moved back to the shore, I admired the unique personality of each houseboat and the rhythmic dance of the boats on the water. Later, walking back to my lodge in a trance, I barely noticed the rain until it became heavier. Taking refuge at a dilapidated bus stop, I watched a group of schoolgirls braving the rain while singing. The scent of jasmine in their hair and the earthy aroma of wet soil made me nostalgic for my own adolescence. The next day, I drafted my interview and sent it to my publisher. Feeling free, I took a stroll near my lodge, following the clang of temple bells to a tiny shrine surrounded by palm trees. There, the gentle chants of devotees and the rustling palm leaves provided a moment of meditation. That night, I boarded the train back to Chennai. A man in his late 70s offered me roasted cashew nuts and struck up a conversation. When he asked what brought me to Aleppo, I replied, "I came here for work." "Lovely, and what did you leave with?" he asked. I laughed and said, "Probably a fresh awakening of my 5 senses."
I hope you enjoyed the travelogue. And now it's the task time. You have to identify a travelogue and write its features as per these 4 parameters. And another task is search a place where you want to go and make a list of its attractions and tourism points. See you in my next video. Till then, happy learning.